Welcome back to Crazy Bill's Garage, and today I have for you, under popular demand, I think maybe one or two wanted me to do a Purolator One again, so I'm going to do it. You know, why not keep a couple happy? And plus, you know, they're fun to do. I like the Purolator One. Actually, I'm going to do a whole thing, and I think the next week I'm doing it on a red can Purolator. And then maybe I'll try another go at a Purolator Boss. Because, you know, I got the microscope now. I can get in there close on them now. But this one, see, what's that say? What does that say? An American brand since 1923. That is awesome. So there you go. Since 1923, Purolator has been serving the American public very well. Thank you. But this one is Purolator One, and it is, always love the paint jobs on these. I just love the paint job. Love that sparkly paint here. What's this? Is this the number here on here? Oh, I don't know if you can see it. Here, if you can see that, then that's awesome. But what's these? I just don't know. So as you can see here, it's a PL14615. And isn't she beautiful? It's a beauty. Forgot to look up what this one's for. Bought it, didn't even look to see what car it fit. Is this a Honda filter? Could be. You know, maybe I should look that up so I can tell you. Well, I looked it up quickly and sorry, it kind of fits Subaru products. Probably Honda products. Probably got a 20 millimeter thread size in there. So yeah, probably fits Honda too. You know, but oh, I got some notes here. Right, I got some notes. As you know, made in the USA, filtration is synthetic blend media up to 15,000 miles, 24,000 kilometers, with full synthetic type oil. Must make sure you know that. Filtration efficiency, 99%. At 20 microns, but then I seen an asterisk there. It said something about that's at 10,000 mile mark or something, or that's up to 10,000 miles, and after that it gets worse. Something like that. I don't know what that asterisk meant. High density synthetic blend media. That's fancy words of saying it's just a blended filter. Silicone anti-greenback valve. Base gasket is PTFE coated. Oh, I'm going to have to say this. Polyetrafluoroethylene is what PTFE is, unless I got that wrong. And wow, I can't believe they had this in there as a thing, as a selling point. The center tube is a double helix metal. So there you go. That's something, isn't it? Okay, let's get down to this. It's taking too much time already just talking about it. So let's get this on the show, or on the way. It's one of those. Okay, let's open, no, we're not doing that yet. Let us first give her a weight. So, this is in grams. And let's move it here where you might be able to see it. Let's do that again. I touched the scale. 198 on the dot grams. Wow, 198. And this PTFE sealing gasket here, well, actually it's coated. It's coated. So that's what's coated on here. Ooh, feels so nice. What do we got? 5.6 grams for that. Good, nothing in there shaking, so that's good. Does look like that's silicone, all right. Okay, well now I gotta cut her open. Well, I think I'm almost through. Yep, she started to crack a bit. Give her another little twist. And soon, there we go. There we go. We're as good as done. Thank you to my filter opener. Actually, somebody's contacted me. They want me to do a sponsorship on a new type of, or on a different type of filter opener. Thinking about it. I have to get in touch with them more and see what they have to say. So I'll see what they have to say. Maybe I'll be using a different one in the future. We'll see. But right now, let's get this open. So there we go. That part alone is 90.7. Like, wow. These are nice inside. I gotta admit, they are built pretty nice inside here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8. Yeah, they're kind of small holes, but they're nice and round. So how many threads? Well, I always didn't like the threads on the... We're gonna say 3. It looks fine. Wish they had more threads, like 4 or 5. But you know, 3 will hold the filter on because you know you got the PTFE coated base gasket, so you know it'll hold on. And we have the silicone anti-drain back valve. Actually, this one is kind of robust. Wow. Instead of it being very light, it actually fits inside that cavity here and is kind of very solid for silicone. And that is 6.8 grams. That's a nice anti-drain back valve, I gotta say. So what do we got here? Let's not look at that yet. We got that little spring, leaf spring. Is it strong? Oh, it's a lot stronger than some of them I've had out here. What do we got? And what was the weight on that? I got distracted here. So let me do that again. Turn her on. The little leaf spring weighs 4.7 grams. Oh, that's half decent. Now, what does this whole get up weigh? 54.4 grams. The cup while I'm here, 36.4. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to measure how thick the canister is. Yeah, that sounds like something I'd do. So what do we got there? 43 in that spot. 51 there. Oh, is that a sticker? Ah, it was on the sticker. Darn it. So it's 51 at the sticker. And 41 there. We'll try one more here. And I'm on the sticker again. And 47 there. Kind of all over the place. Oh well. And the filtration. Why are they so sloppy nowadays? Oh well, Purolator, right? Well, let's see. How well does it look? Well, not half bad, really, all the way around. Just a little wider out here. Not too bad, though, I have to admit. What am I going to do? I forget. So, we have 52 pleats on here. That's not too terrible, is it? If it wasn't for all this glue kind of getting in the way. Oh, well. At least I put glue on it. It's probably going to hold, right? Well, I think now I'm going to cut her off and see what we got now. So, you know, why, if they use so much sloppy glue, why don't they ever get it, the tube glued on properly? Like, maybe it's because they don't want to stick this, wow, that has a lot of pressure. Stick the bypass. Well, if it's for Subaru, then yeah, the bypasses do have like 23, 24 PSI to open them up. So yeah, it takes a little bit more to open them up. This, I didn't mind this type. I was going to use my flashlight on it, but it would have been useless on this type. She looks pretty tight all the way around there, so, but there we go. And there we go. We got the louvered tube. what was that special? They gave that tube a special name. You know, the double helix metal tube. So, oh, yeah. Wow. Is there glue that weak? I don't know. I don't know. Typical kind of stuff. This thing, by the way, super knife. Yes. Does it actually stick? You know, this one's actually not bad. It's actually sticking to the metal. So it's not too terrible. You know, the good old double helix tube here, pretty strong, I think. Probably, you're never going to crush that. But seems like the glue is sticking to the metal pretty good. That's a good thing. And what do we got for the weight on this? So, 10.8. Could be worse. Could be better. As it is. And so we'll see how thick this synthetic blend media is. You do know that cellulose is a blend too. So there we go. 0.73. I don't have anything set up yet where I can test. You know, this doesn't seem like it'll be very long, but there's the back side, there's the front side. Yeah, it looks passable. It does. Well, I've just got to measure it now and get you a measurement on how much filtration you got in this filter. Now, to my surprise, this did measure out longer than I thought it was going to. Measured out to 4 feet, 48 inches, or 122 centimeters. And the how wide it is 1 3/4 inch, or 4.5 centimeters. So there's actually a lot more there than I thought there was going to be. It actually stretched out to a good length, and it's actually not terrible for width. So I was quite surprised at that. Why? Why am I surprised? Because I thought it was going to be shorter. Let's do a little rip test here of this. Oh, this stuff is pretty strong. So I think we got some layers in there of this multi-synthetic layers. So there we go. And you know what? I'm going to get the microscope out. We're going to take a good look at her. So there we are, 800 times in. And yeah, doesn't she look a little normal? I'll tell you, getting in close on these things really isn't as fascinating as looking at a used one. That's more fascinating. But you can see, you know, it is that synthetic layered multi-layer, multimedia, something like that. It's one of those, but it's synthetic. And yeah, it's not that exciting, is it? No, I don't think so. Just another shot of it. This is the back side now, and you can see it's pretty well the same as the front side. So there we go. Got a shot of that. So would I use it? Yeah, I probably would. Seems half decent. A little sloppy in the glue, but some filters are, some filters aren't. But would it be my first choice? No, it's not my first choice. There's other ones I would use first. This one is pretty well on par with being just as expensive as some of the ones I do use now, and that includes the Premium Guard Extended. I use that a bit more now, ever since I found it was a half decent filter. But the Purolator one, yeah, it looks like it would be able to do its job and do it well. I would not use this in a vehicle up to 15,000 miles or 24,000 kilometers. There's just no chance of that for me. What about you? Would you? Oh well. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll get you another filter for next week's review.